Welcome back, Realmers! Welcome to all new to this channel. In today's video we'll be discussing the hidden story of Barcelona's next era, and why the players rising right now might be even more special than the generation of Xavi, Iniesta and Messi. Something unbelievable is happening at Barcelona. Something the football world hasn't seen since 2008. Stay tuned. The rise of a new golden generation. But this one is different. It's younger, faster, more explosive, and built under circumstances no one expected. This isn't just about talent. It's about survival, identity, legacy. To understand this golden generation, you have to understand their environment. Barcelona were broken. Financial collapse, superstar departures, shameful exits in Europe. Generation gap that left the squad unbalanced. La Masia wasn't producing stars anymore. Or at least that's what people thought. The first signal came from a then 17-year-old named Gavi. A teenager who walked into the camp new like a soldier. Fearless, aggressive, emotional, unpredictable. He didn't just play like a veteran. He fought like someone who had been waiting his whole life for this moment. Gavi showed the world that La Masia wasn't dead. It was waking up. And behind him, more were coming. But inside the academy, something else was happening quietly. A wave of teenagers training with a level of intensity and maturity that shocked even the coaches. Players who didn't care about politics, money, or pressure. Players who wanted to bring Barcelona back from disaster. And that's what created the fire behind this generation. Then came the kid who blew everything open. LAMINE. At 16, he was already doing things players in their prime struggled to do. Dribbling with confidence, creating magic scoring goals that didn't make sense. But the most shocking part, his mentality. Calm, mature, locked in. Barcelona didn't just find a wonder kid. They found a generational leader. A player who could become the face of world football within 5 years. And then Barcelona found a center-back who plays like he's 30. CUBARSI. The kid who turns strikers into statues, tackling with precision, reading the game like he's played 300 matches, playing out from the back with the confidence of Piqué in his prime. In a world where top defenders cost 80M, Barcelona produced one in their own backyard. Two players who rarely get the spotlight but might be the glue of the whole project. FERMIN Lopez. The energy, the goals, the intelligence. He plays like a mix of Pedri and prime Vidal. BALDE, the modern fullback Barcelona begged for. Speed, aggression, and the courage to take on anyone. These two aren't side characters. They're key pieces in rebuilding a dynasty. Here's the part nobody talks about. This generation isn't just talented. They're connected. They grew up in the same streets. Same culture. Same academy rules. Same football ideas. When Hansi Flick played 9 Catalan-born players, the most since 1970, the world finally realized. Barca weren't just rebuilding a team, they were restoring their identity. So the big question is this Barcelona team ready to dominate Europe again? They're young, they're fearless, they're hungry, but the journey will be brutal. Real Madrid's superstar machine, Bayern's physical strength, City's tactical perfection. Can this new generation survive all of that? It depends on one thing, whether they can stay together long enough to grow into legends. The world thinks Barcelona are rebuilding, but you and I know the truth. They're not rebuilding, they're reborn. And this golden generation could be the beginning of something historic.